Your career has been a steady incline. It has required a lot of patience and persistence. So how do you teach somebody that patience and persistence? Because people nowadays, and people that are ambitious, want everything now.
Yeah, I don't know if it's something that can be taught, but I think it's life of life experience, isn't it? Like you have to have that determination first and foremost. And I think when you have that, it makes you tolerable to do whatever it takes. Even having patience becomes something you have to learn to follow that up, where you have to realize that it won't come now. It won't come when you want it to. You have the patience to stick to it and have that determination to know that you have to stick to it.
Right. But if you're working, people when they're working as hard as they can and reach the show or whatever their end goal is, and the outcome is not what they want it to be, it starts to set them back after a little while. So it takes a lot of, this is kind of where I kind of leaning into like that championship mindset or that champion's mindset where even if your results don't come right away, you're able to still drive forward with the same amount of force. How is that taught or coached, or what insight can you give to somebody that can keep them moving in that direction or have that mentality?
I would say it's obviously, so part of it is learning, and as well is you need to really come to understanding that you're gonna fail. If you speak to anybody who's ever run a big business or anything like that, they'll tell you, 9 out of 10 times is all failure.
Okay.
But the one time is the one that is success. And I think knowing that right from the start, that you're gonna do a lot of shows, and say from 10 shows, you're gonna lose more of them than you win.
Okay, so that's interesting because most people, if they think of the term, the term championship or champion mindset is thrown around all the time now.
Yeah.
I think if people think of the term champion mindset, they think that means I'm going to win.
Yeah.
But you're almost saying the opposite. You're almost saying a champion mindset is expect wanting to win, potentially losing, but it not being a shock to your system because you understand that losing is part of the journey.
Yeah.
So as part of a champion mindset, understanding that losing is going to be part of that long-term success.
Yeah. And I think it's trying to understand and not look at the people that are already at the top that win and they dominate or they do something all the time and thinking that everybody fits that mold. And if you don't, you're not a champion. It's truly understanding that even the people at the top, you're only seeing their success.
Right.
You completely miss the big chunk behind it where it's loads of failure.
Right.
And it's understanding that this is being able to overcome that failure. That's what makes you a champion, not just the winning part of it.
So really, if I had to, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think what I'm kind of summarizing from it is a champion mindset is more so not building to one climax, but more looking at the entire journey and understanding that there's going to be highs and lows.
Yeah.
And still being able to kind of push through with the same effort.
Yeah, and that is what makes a champion.